Hello, my friends. Hello, hello. I can't believe it's been a week since we've hung out. Oh my goodness. Just getting myself organized. But how is everyone? How was their week? Weekend and week. Um, hello. I'm opening my chat, so hold on so I can read. There we go. Hello, my loves. Oh, I can't believe I've been gone for a week. Hi, Glitter Teeth, welcome. Hello, we are live. Yeah. Can you also give me some water, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Hello, my friends. Oh, there's so many people here already. Hi! You guys can see we have some samples to show off over here. You're good. Just got home from Brooklyn, and my eyes are immediately assaulted by clothes I want but cannot purchase yet. That may or may not be my fault. But that's so fun. Yeah, I went away for the weekend. I went up north. Not like super north, like not like Canadian cold north. But it was like cottage country vibes. And so we rented a cute little, like our friends couldn't use a cottage, and so we kind of snagged you going in their place, which was super fun. And so we stayed in this little like it was a gazebo that was like sealed so that you could sleep in it, which was really cool. And so I want to see, I can send myself some pictures so I can show you. It was very cool. Um, I gotta send it to myself. But yeah, it was really cool. It was like, I guess you could say like glamping. Um, in a way. Yeah, it was super cozy, especially like not everybody likes when it's raining and like super loud, but like Aiden and I love when like rain sounds when you're trying to sleep. It's so perfect. And so like on the roof, it was like the roof of the gazebo had was like clear so you could see through it. And so like seeing the rain like drip onto the roof was so cute. I'm gonna send myself some pictures so I can show you. And we did some hiking, spent some time outside. I wanted to swim so bad, but we didn't get the chance. Um, Let me get some pics of the inside and the outside. Okay. Sending that to myself. Hello, Katie! It is Katie time. It's Katie Selena time. Yeah, we will be getting into the samples in just a moment, but we are catching up because we haven't seen each other in a week, and unfortunately this week is also another week where I won't be on stream again until next week, just because again I have a few. Yes, I figured I would show off the upcoming shirt. But yeah, I have another few appointments this week that I can't move, so this will be the only stream this week. It's been an appointment heavy time for your girl. I just got like a few little stitches because I had to get a little mole removed, which was not fun, but it's been quite the week of little appointments, and that's happening again this week. So this is the only stream this week, but I made it a very fun one because we have samples that you've never seen before. I have some more samples that are not in this pile that are not going to be getting made because unfortunately, as a part of the way that the business works is that sometimes the things I design turn out really ugly, and so then I'm not going to put something out that I don't like for you guys. And so this is the yes pile that is going to get made for Halloween, and then in the closet I have the no's that either A, I just really don't like, or B, need a lot more work and we just don't have the time for it. So we will get into that in just a moment while I finish up catching up with you guys, but I want to get my little photos up so you can see. I say photos, but it's really videos. Can I full screen? Yeah, okay. Let me swap to, so this is the inside of the space. And so it's like, it's straight up a gazebo. Like, the roof is clear, and it's a hexagonal shape, and this is what the outside looked like, and of course I recorded my little feet. But yeah, so it's like a little gazebo, and it was really cool, and shockingly not like super warm. Thank you for the follow, Jesse. Welcome. But yeah, so that was where I stayed this weekend. Super cute. I'll go play this again. But yeah, it was like straight up a gazebo, and we had to go outside to go to the bathroom, which was funny. Thank you for the follow, Glitter Teeth. Welcome, welcome. It was really, really cute and really fun, and it was very sweet because I've never stayed at like an Airbnb where like not Airbnb, sorry. This was like a proper bed and breakfast. I've only ever stayed at like, hotels and Airbnbs, and so the person who owned it was really sweet, and she like personally made us all breakfast. It was really, really cute. I don't, oh, it's not? It's showing up on my side, but it does kind of like refresh super slow. Yeah, it's sometimes it'll like delete it after a certain amount of time. But yeah, so I've never been to like a proper bed and breakfast. It was very sweet. The lady that runs the place, she like made us all breakfast and asked us our preferences, and then we went hiking. And I am not the most athletic girl in the world, but what I am is a good sport. And so we Aiden was like, let's do the hardest one. Let's do the hardest, sorry, the hardest hike possible. And I was like, okay. And it ended up not being as hard as I thought it was gonna be, which was good because I held my own. It just ended up being really fun to like navigate a like kind of complicated area. But we went on a little boat tour that went to this island that we got to hike on. It was really cool. And so sometimes I forget that Canada has, really cool, fun, beautiful places because I live in like the GTA, which is all just concrete and farmland. It's like concrete, like suburban slash urban city, and then farm, and then city, and then farm. And so it's kind of nice to remember that Canada has a lot more to offer than just that of what Southern Ontario can show us. But that all being said, that was my weekend. And in the beginning of this week was good. I went to my usual coffee shop for a little bit, to do some little workies, as I tend to do. And then yesterday, new samples came in. So, I think we could get into showing off some samples now, unless anybody has any questions. Also, I don't know if you want to see the failures, because unfortunately, I'll pull up before I show you the samples. What happens in, the realm of making clothes is that I will usually design more than what ends up coming out because sometimes things don't turn out the way that I need them to, or that we're running out of time and we can't iterate as much as we'd like. And so what I'm about to show you is not everything that's going to be coming out. That pile plus one more thing that's over there is going to be what comes out. Unless, subject to change between now and Halloween, something could happen. But I'll show you the designs first, and then I'll show you the final products. I opened the wrong thing. Classic. But yeah, so like anytime that I design things, I always try to put out the like disclaimer that not everything I've designed is gonna turn out cute. And it's shot like a lot of people are like, no, like everything's cute, but on paper versus in actual like physical, the real world, sometimes it's two different things. And so, I think was it December that I finished designing this stuff? I think so. My mouse like quadruple clicks when I don't want it to, which is really fun for me. Slasher Street Design Sheet 2, I think? Can you load faster for me, for your girl? Yes. Alright. So, some things got cut before they even got made because just realized, hello, I'm sure I missed the sample show off. Actually, I have yet to begin. So I was just about to show the initial design sheet, which is this. Some things have already been cut, and I'm realizing that there's some pieces that never ever got sampled. And so I need to talk to the manufacturer because I had asked them for it and they never made it. And I paid for samples that I never got. So this is really good to remind me to talk to them about that. Because sometimes things like that happen. For example, this skirt, hold on, I want a bigger brush. This skirt and these dresses never got sampled and they should have. So that's good. So they're not happening. This one didn't turn out well. You'll see it looks really bad. This one's not happening because we just don't have the time. These never got sampled either. sometimes human error is a real thing, and they just never made those. But there's honestly, I have more styles than what I have here, but I have almost all of these to show today, aside from the dresses and skirts. So, you missed nothing. I just wanted to spend some time chit-chatting and catching up, but I will show you guys the failures if I think Ari, I think you're signed into Karmiko. um yeah, so I'll show you the wins, and if y'all promise to not be disappointed that the failures aren't getting made, then I'll show you the failures as well. So there are some minor changes that some of them need to have made, i.e., this one came out brown. It's supposed to be black. The wonders of working with manufacturers. And so this one I am very excited about. The only thing that needs to be changed is that it's gonna go to this like acid wash, like black material, but it is like a caution tape down the side, but little barbed wire cropped sweater moment. Can you see? Yes. Yes. When the manu decides to take a design to their own hands. Yeah, like in my Pantones, there was never a moment when I had a brown color in this line, but this one I can't put them on because I hurt myself. This band-aid is hiding a small set of stitches. I am fine, but I just need to be careful with putting stuff on, so I'm not going to be trying them on, but I do want to show you that this sweater has little thumb holes, which makes me very happy. And so it would be that like the sleeve has the stripe going up the side, and we have matching jogging pants as well. So thumb holes are a big W, but yeah, so if you like stripes down the side, it looks very cool when worn, but I hurt myself, and so your girl can't try it on right now. Yeah, I do too. It was like a happy little accident on that one. And of course we have the matching jogging pants that have little, which side is it on? This side. Little barbed wire, and then the stripe down the side. It's like a different material. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. Super interested to see them in their intended colors. Yeah, me too! I can show you what it's supposed to look like, because I have a failed, pair of jogging pants that are in the right color, and I told them to, I don't know why they did this. Like, sometimes they make choices, they go rogue, and then I'm like, alright, sure. But, sorry, my, like, closet from hell, when I told you it becomes very disorganized, this is what I'm talking about. Pulling out my failures here, to show you, there it is. So, I like this pair of jogging pants a lot. The problem is that I don't have the time between now and Halloween to get everything made and also fix the problem with these. So, know that maybe they may come out at a different time, but they're not coming out this year. But to show you the color it was supposed to be, thank you for the follow, Be Musing. Welcome, welcome. It was supposed to be this like acid wash, like kind of like muted, like very dark gray. It's like it's an acid wash black. But these were supposed to come out. It's like, you know, Halloweeny. It has like, I literally hand wrote on all of them. Like, you can literally read the pants and find out the story of what is happening in my Halloween line. Like, I literally wrote it all out. And so I'm sad that this one can't happen, but it's for good reason, because a big problem with this is that if I were to wash these pants on a mildly high heat one time, the print would come off. And that is not the quality that we go for here. And so unfortunately, this was a fail. But your girl refuses to put out something that isn't gonna last for you guys. So, as cute as they were, they just couldn't make it. But that one, I think I put the... Because these ones are the old ones. Give me a moment. Because these ones are the old cropped shirts, and I have the fixed ones. I just don't know where they are. This is what happens with the Hell Closet. That I have the fixed crop tops somewhere, but due to the Hell Closet, I can't find them. Sorry for this, y'all. Give me one moment. Because I want to show off the cropped tops, but these are the old ones that had an issue, and I have the fixed ones. I just need to find them. So please enjoy me rifling through this closet. That's so weird. Okay, well, I'm gonna show you anyways. Just know that we got this issue fixed, and I do have samples of them. I just can't find them anywhere.
You wanted water, right?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I can't find the fixed version of this crop top. Because we got a fixed version, and I can't find the actual proper one anywhere. But I'll show you guys anyway. So the problem with this crop top, which has been fixed, is that you see how the flower looks blurry? That's like a literal double printing of the flower, which should not be the case. And we have gotten a sample that looks perfect and fixed the problem. It does look good, but it wasn't intentional. We got samples that fixed it. I don't know where they went. So, no, these are happening, but with a clear print. And I'm just like so beside myself as to where the proper ones went because I thought they were in that pile, but it also comes in red, which I'm very excited about. I think red is like the last color that I haven't worked with, and so just so I don't move on too fast, what I was looking for was these mini tees, but I have a version of it where the flower isn't blurry like that. Can I find it in my current setup? No. And so we have red and we have black. Very exciting. Next, most everybody has seen these before, but if you haven't, I'll show you now. These are, if you've been around for a very long time, one of my first ever patterns that I ever made was an all-over print eye button-up shirt. And so people have been asking for me to do a redo of the Eyes on You shirt, and your girl pulled through. And so I have this button-up all-over print for the creepy lovers out there. It like is so nice to see how much better I've gotten at like illustration and patterning, because the first one I did people find very cute and I am glad, but the improvement is clear to see. And then also in that same pattern, which I'm very, very proud of and excited about, is this sweater. The fit is just perfect. Again, because I hurt myself, I can't really put things on and off super fast today, but this sweater is one of my favorite things I've made. The quality's so nice, it feels so good. Aiden agrees, and Aiden is a very tough critic. It is a 50-50 cotton and modal blend. And it's just like, I have to ration out how much I wear it, so it's not just like me going into my local stores looking the exact same every single day. But I'm very, very happy about that one. I am so disappointed that I can't find that shirt. You know, maybe if I organized my closet, we'd be good. But no. Alright. Up next, we have another one that I'm very excited about. This was the first piece that I designed for this line. and it broke my like art block I was having at the time. I was like, I don't know what to do. And then when I drew this, I was like, all right, we have a direction. And so it's going to be a set. And so this is the sweater's front. It's a little bit more abstract than my usual stuff, but the back is La Piece de Resistance. It is, the whole thing has a running theme of the red spider lily flower being the like killer's calling card for the slasher theme. And so it's a cool little like streetwear inspired crew neck. Very soft, very comfortable. And then it includes some handwritten by me little like spider lily facts. And then yeah, a part of it is like again, there's more lore. This one's happening. I'm very excited about it. And then of course, you can't have a Karmiko sweater without matching jogging pants. I think I've decided that I'm going to change this drawstring to just the cream color. I'm glad you love it. I'm very excited about these. It's just like, hold on, there we go. Yeah, having a good old matching set. Aiden has a pair of Converse that would go really well with these. But this set I'm very excited about. So those were the pants. The abstract shape is so cool. I'm so glad. Because when I put this together, it like broke my art block. I was so like, I don't know what to make for this. And then when I made this sweater and this design, it just like broke it free. And it's one of those prints that you can't feel it at all. It's like embedded into the material. Like you can't feel the difference. And it's gonna last real long, which is awesome. But yeah. For a little bit more of an up close shot. Yeah, and then you have my handwriting on there too. And then I do have some failed versions of this guy. And so having a black version would have been good, but the print just like didn't turn out the same on it. They like used a different method because I think that it's easier to like sublimate the pattern on the white rather than the black one. And so the black one looks cool, but when you look closer at the design, it just like it again, they used a different printing form that won't last. Like when you wash it, it's gonna like just not stay. And so unfortunately the black one had to get cut because it just didn't work. And we don't have the time to test out other printing methods. And then I tried to do a red version and it is so ugly. Like, it came out more straight up orange. For why? And, like, the colors are muddy, you can barely read anything, and again, it's printed in that way that it's just gonna come out in the wash. And why is it orange? The thing is that this is the same manufacturer that made all the other things, like, we work with, like, one of them, and so it's like, all of the colors should have been the same. Why is this orange? Like, why was that other one brown? There's times that I open red spider lily, orange spider, exactly. The orange is a choice. There's also matching pants, we don't need to talk about them. The orange was a disappointing call. So, to the hell closet it goes. Alrighty. And then, a few more cut items. One of them being this newsprint button-up shirt. It just looks a little bit too much like a Hawaiian shirt, and my manufacturer is struggling to figure out how to use the file type that I've sent for years. Was the 4Y a reference to Mummy Joe? I don't think so. I don't know what that is. I sometimes just, like, say things that I've heard from other places, so wherever I found it from could have been. Also, unfortunately, we have yet to get the fixed version of these mini tees, which are also the newsprint, because this print's so big that you can't tell what's going on. So, it's possible we may get these ones, but don't get your hopes up. So, that is also a little bit of a fail. It's cute. We don't know if we're gonna get it, though, so don't get your hopes up. These are, like, the only maybes. And then I have two more yeses. The tee cut is so cute. Thank you. Hold on, my closet is not closing. I'll deal with that later. Yes. Thank you for the follow, Miwa. Welcome, welcome. So we have two more pieces that are for sure yeses, and this one I can try on because it's a jacket. And so we have the red spider lily jacket. So it's kind of like racer vibes. Yeah. If you see someone commenting as me, it's Ari on our account. Yes, so it's the red spider lily with some fake writing on it. There's just one tiny change that needs to be made to it. Otherwise, it's perfect. It feels so good. Let me crack her open. This one I can try on. Yeah, so this is a small, I believe. But yeah, this is the jacket. This is it on. Shockingly, it does work with the Starfall white star cutout mini tee, which is great. So there's the back. Can you see it? My hair in the way? My hair's in the way. And yeah, so the only problems with this that are very easily fixable is that the side doesn't match up with the back, like it should be all one shape. Don't know why they didn't do it that way, but that's easily fixable. And then the other one is that the sleeve does the same thing, that the sleeves don't connect in the same place, and so they'll just have to move this curve up so that it matches, and then, you know, hook this down a bit more so it all matches. But this is what you don't see behind the scenes, is the samples that are so close, just this much too far. But I'm glad y'all like it. I think it's pretty cool. I'll zip it up. I'm one of those people who never wears my jacket closed, but I will zip it up just for you. Just so you can see. It has magnets so you can close it. Yeah, so it's like a little racer bomber jacket vibe. So yeah, welcome to my first edgy line, which is so funny as your resident emo kid. And then I have one more piece after this one. Ow. Oh. When I said that I didn't, it really is giving NASCAR vibes. Absolutely. I think because Ari's been so into F1, and I've, like, through osmosis, have some understanding of, you know, racing fashion attire via Ari's obsession. It has bled into my time and my work, but that is another piece. And last but not least, I'm gonna need y'all to walk with me on this one, because there are some changes that are being made. Nothing major. Well, there's one major one that's like really ugly that I don't like, but then the rest of it is really cute. And so I'm gonna show you the back because I love the back. So this is really cool because it's half embroidered with some of the words embroidered, and then the rest is printed. And so the only change on the back of this t-shirt, is moving the word street up. Like, I don't know why it's down here. It really should be, like, tucked right there. So we're gonna move the word street up there. And this is because, like, this was embroidered. It wasn't, like, my design being that way. This is also the first piece that I've ever put out that has, like, a face on it. And so I really hope y'all like it. Because this will be a great test to see if the people only want me drawing plants. So there's that. And then it has a cool little embroidered swoop on one sleeve. And then on the other sleeve, it has embroidery as well. And it's so cool to see my handwriting in embroidery, but it's another little, like, bit of, you know, Slasher Street lore. The multimedia is so much fun. I love it, especially the way, I want to see if I can, like, get it in. Yeah, the embroidery for this part is very sketchy, which I love it. It looks like it's just so good. The only thing that's, like, really bad about it, I don't know if you're on Tumblr, but I feel like these would do numbers on there. I have a Tumblr account for the brand. We just rarely use it, so maybe it's time that we do. The only thing I want to change about this shirt is I hate what I did here. I tried to make it look like a Polaroid was taped to the front. It doesn't work. And so we're going to move this from the sleeve to the chest and then move straight up. And that's it. But it's like that acid wash, kind of like dark, super dark gray. And yeah, so that is the last piece. And so I'll go over all of them again in case someone didn't come in time, but we'll go backwards. And so we have the Slasher Street tee. Very excited about that one. The material's so good. It feels so good. 100% cotton. Super soft. Oh shoot, that's embroidery. I love that so much. I feel like prints get crackly. It's like 50-50 embroidery and print, but this print you can't feel that it's print, and it's not the kind that like breaks apart, which is nice. Honestly, the break apart ones are like half the reason things got cut. So we have the t-shirt, and then we have the kind of streetwear style, more abstract spider lily flower sweater. I'll have real cool names for these by the time they come out in October, but for now you're getting like abstract spider lily jogging pant explanations. But yeah, the design is like this swirly, kind of smoky, creepy vibe. And so we got the jogging pants, the sweater, the t-shirt, and then we have the bomber jacket. Yes. Very excited about that one. I'm very excited about all of them. My number one favorite of the whole line is this sweater, which I'm surprised because it was a last minute addition. TBH, I don't buy printed designs for that exact reason, and that's totally fair. This one is fully, like, knit into the material. Like, this print ain't going nowhere unless the sweater itself fully perishes. Like, this is probably my number one favorite of this entire line. It was a sleeper hit. I didn't think that, like, this design was like a last minute one that I added, and it ended up being my absolute favorite. Pretty sure, I'm pretty new here, so forgive my ignorance. Are these collections limited to one drop, or do they ever get restocked? They do get restocked, but very slowly and like maybe once. It's just that when we have a queue of new launches, that adding in restocks is really dependent on demand and like other factors, so we do restock, just very rarely. Thank you for the follow, Morning Junior. Welcome. So that was the eye sweater, and then we have the eye button-up shirt. This is a spiritual successor to one of my first ever button-up shirts. People have asked for it, and so you ask and you shall receive. So that is the matching button-up. I don't condone wearing them together, but you can if you want to. These are the mini tees, and so like I see you're sporting the new Star Top Miss thing. Thank you. This should be coming out next month. Everything is in transit. We're doing the photo shoots, and so I figured I'd celebrate by throwing it on. But these mini tees, the only thing that's getting changed about them is, and I do have a sample of this, I just don't know where it went. The flowers are all blurry, and they shouldn't be. That has been fixed. However, we have this mini tee in black, and then we also have it in red. And then last but not least, we have the kind of caution tape barbed wire. This will be that same acid wash as you saw for the t-shirt, like the black rather than brown for whatever reason. And like I showed before, this little guy does have little thumb holes in the sleeves, which I quite love. Very technical vibes. And then, of course, if we have a sweater, we're gonna make it some matching jogging pants. And again, this will not be brown in the final piece. Manufacturers go rogue sometimes, and this was one of those moments where they went rogue. But that, my dear friends, I was just about to sit on a hanger. That's Slasher Street, baby! very excited for that one. We are going to be in production very shortly for that, which is such a relief. I was very worried. There was a moment this year that we were essentially convinced that Slasher Street was not going to happen, but you know what? Everything works out for us always. And Slasher Street somehow, basically I had to be like, first or second go on, I realize I'm talking really loud. First or second go on sampling had to be it. Like, we just didn't have that much time because Starfall got delayed, which meant that everything after that got delayed. So, yeah. And we should also be having a restock of some things next year. Oh, thank you, Wolfie. That's so sweet of you. I'm glad that my hair pulled you here. For those who are new, including Wolfie, I'm Selena. I am a fashion designer. I designed this shirt amongst the things in the background there. Yeah. So I am a... Was it just because y'all had to rescue the moth bags? Not necessarily the reason for the delay. The delay was a manufacturer thing, but the reason that things have been a little bit more sparse this year, especially with the restocks, is because we had to rescue moth bags ourselves. Thank you for the follow, Wolfie. Yeah, so I am a small business owner. I am the designer and founder of the brand, and then my partner Aiden does all the scary legal and business stuff that make sure that we don't go to jail. And then we have 3 other full-timers and then some shop team members. Just about you and OMG Yas, I do sewing and done a few clothing for myself. Yay! Awesome. I'm so glad. But yeah, so I won't get into the moth bag stuff too deep because I'm still like emotionally recovering from that, but basically, we were the victims of a ransom situation. We had nothing to do with it. It was nothing that we had done. It was basically that, like, the bags got handed off too many times and something happened there. And, a whole bunch of companies ghosted us. And so we were forced to pay a extremely large amount of money to get them back. This was a pre-order. And so when we said that we would do anything to make it right, we did. And, Karmiko lived. There was a point in time where we weren't sure if the business was gonna be able to live past that, but we lived. Thanks to you guys, everything's okay. And now I fear doing pre-orders. I'm so scared. It is the incident. So for those who, I probably won't mention it again. We do have a blog on the website if you want to see what happened. But that was, it was literally traumatic. Our menu is suing the intermediary shipping company now and asked for our receipts. Looking back on all the conversations, invoices, etc. was harrowing. Aiden is entirely correct. Like, to be sappy for a second, I know that I am with my forever person, being that we can not only, be in business together while being partners, but we also were able to be so compassionate and sweet with each other through one of the most traumatic times of our life. That was, I can't even fathom, you can't even imagine something like that happening. And it was, I'm so grateful every day that, I hear so many people oh, don't work with family, don't work with your partner, and we just work so well together and have been able to, through the hard times, be very sweet. And yeah, aw, thank you guys. No, we are so my whole office is made of wood, knocking on all the wood that nothing like that ever happens again. And now we have the experience to, not that it was a total out of our hands thing, but Karmiko survived that. I think Karmiko can survive anything at this point. But yeah, I am so glad that everything worked out. Everybody got their bags, admittedly a little bit late, but we figured it out. meh. As much as we love to tease Aiden, he's a champ and a keeper. That is 100% true. But we made it, and the moth bags are gonna be restocked. It's funny because, like, so many people love them, and I'm so glad. And the thing is, I've had, yeah. He, like, this weekend he made up his own version of my he hates me and wants me to die thing, which is totally a joke, but now he has his own special joke that has been plaguing me for the last week, and this is how it goes. But as much as the sight of the moth bags makes my, like, heart race, I had designed them, like, I had initially wanted to make them in 2020, and so the fact they ever came out, I could have pushed her off a cliff this weekend, but didn't. Bows. Thank you so much for keeping me alive this weekend. But yeah, moth bags should be coming back before the year ends. They are in production now, and everything works out for us always. Everything will be fine and happy and amazing. But yeah, so running Karmiko has been an absolute dream. Every day I'm so grateful that I turn my, like, literal, like, dream and hobby into not only a job for myself, but my partner and my friends. But that was one moment where I was like, but we lived! So yeah. But things have been very good this year, aside from trying to catch up on that big L that we had to take to make things right for everybody. Where does the name Karmiko come from? So, oh, thanks, guys. I'm glad. Like, anytime that anybody says I'm an inspiration, I'm like, what do you mean? I'm just a little guy. Like, I'm just a little guy. But yeah, so the name Karmiko, it comes from, like, I had an initial place it came from, and then it ended up having a lot more, like, stuff coming, not stuff. Sorry, I'm all, like, flustered now. It just gained a lot more meaning over time. And so initially, when I was naming Karmiko, I wanted a name that was, like, ethnically ambiguous, but then also that it, like, represented more than just one theme. I really didn't want to be, no, flustered in a good way. Like, I'm very, like, honored that you guys think that I'm, you know, I'm, like, all I've ever wanted to be is inspiring in some way, and so it, like, means a lot that I achieved that via just being me, you know? Like, I always, I'll get back to what Karmiko means in a second, but, like, when I first started making things, it was, like, a case of, you know, being a teenager, and, it was, you know, I was like, you know, if I can't have people like me for me, I'll have them like me for what I can do, and now I'm, like, you know, I always think about how the things that I was, like, bullied for growing up are the exact things that people love me for widely via the internet now, and that's something that really means a lot to me and has, you know, bolstered my self-love and my confidence a lot, that, like, I'm so glad I stuck to my guns and didn't fall into peer pressure to stop liking the things that I like and being creative and being a part of the internet and stuff like that, because all of the things that I love that, you know, people didn't understand then are what I'm loved for now. So it makes me very, very happy. So don't be sorry at all. It was a, like, good, honored, like, I'm shy, but, you know, happy kind of flustered. For where Karmiko, the name, comes from, so I wanted, it was to be kind of ethnically ambiguous, but then, because, you know, some names sound like, you know, a lot of people end up using, like, names that sound like other names, or, like, especially, like, Japanese vibe names, and, you know, I'm not Japanese, I'm Spanish and Portuguese, and so, I wanted to keep it, you know, pretty neutral, but, then I also wanted a name that didn't really have one theme that I had to stick to forever, and I wanted just one word. And so what I ended up finding was the root word Karmi, which is both a moon in Jupiter's orbit, but also a minor Greek goddess of harvest. And so it's like harvest theme, space theme, fun! And then I added the ko at the end to sound like a business. I didn't intend to name it after myself, but my middle name is Carmela, and so Karmiko, it kind of worked out like that. Oh, thank you, morning. And then I found out later, because, you know, when you name yourself something, you're like, I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google my own name. And so I found out that the word Karmiko in some Latin-based languages means karmic, And so I'm like, cool, that also works. That's kind of like, esoteric witchy vibes. And so that is the, like, 4 different things that Karmiko means that I didn't intend 2 of them. But yeah, so that, it just feels like it kept having, like, these serendipitous, like, oh wait, it's like, it just continues to be more perfect. And, like, the quote at the end makes it sound like a business. Yes, we love self-love and love for what makes us happy. Your energy just radiates positivity. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, I mean, I'm not even someone who has interest in designing stuff, but I'm still super inspired. I plan on opening a business later on, and I feel like it's so much more possible when I hear from you. Oh, I'm so glad, dude. Yes, like, if you want to talk about what your business is, I would love to hear it. It's like, there's so many barriers in this world. Thank you so much for the follow, Elbow Juice. Welcome, welcome. There's so many barriers in this world to stop you from doing what you want to do with your life that, like, I'm always like, who's gonna stop me? Certainly not me. But it's like, I try to, like, there's so many ways that you can make it happen, whether sooner or later. Like, getting Karmiko started, I didn't, like, have a cajillion dollars that I started out with. I started out super small, and I worked at, like, I was in school for video game design, of which I did not use that degree in the slightest, and worked at EB Games, and I would pay my rent, and then whatever I had left over, I would put towards, posters and stickers and keychains, and then turn the profits from my, like, stickers and keychains into, yeah, I think, what was it that I was saying? Yeah, it's like, it's not yet, not never for your dreams, you know what I mean? But yeah, so, what was I saying? Yeah, so then we, like, take the profits from, like, my posters and my keychains and my stickers, and then move up to, like, enamel pins and lanyards, and then use that and move up to something more, and I meant for using our degrees. True, Aiden and I have been in chats about a potentially very fun freebie, but we'll see, a dance studio, oh my god, that's so fun! I want to make it so much more than that, like, I don't want to be just another dance studio, and I have some ideas about how I could do that, but it's all theoretical right now. Listen, it all starts with theories, and that is so fun. I'm sure it's going to be a great time. I'd love to hear how it goes when you're going with it, but that is so fun to, like, build an experience and a space for community to flourish. That's so exciting. And of course, I'm happy to answer any questions. You're asking if there's a launch date announced for Starscape. Not yet. So, yes, Aiden and I are teasing a little project, but it may or may not have anything to do with our degrees, which are game design degrees, but, yeah, for Starfall, things are on their way to us. One little part of the line has arrived. But, they were all kind of sent staggered, and some are sent with, like, longer shipping forms than others. So right now, in an ideal world where everything works out for us perfectly every time, end of July. Realistically, beginning of August, but it's, like, more likely the first half of August, maybe mid if something goes wrong. Everybody knock on wood, though. Yeah, no? My hell closet isn't staying closed either. But, yeah, Starfall, probably early August, but anything could happen, so don't yell at me if that ends up not being true, okay? I'm gonna shove more things in my closet now, so I can close it. Please. But yeah. Maybe we have a closet organizing stream. I mean, I could go and fold all the stuff right now while I talk, but I don't know if you guys want to watch me fold things right now. I can promise that I will. If you want me to, I can pinky swear that I'll take care of the closet after stream. Unless you want to watch me fold stuff now, which I doubt. But if you want me to, I can. But yeah, we have a lot of stuff planned. I am currently in the middle of designing for summer next year. Very exciting. Gonna do some jewelry line stuff as well. But I was just about to start talking about my D&D campaign, but I'm not against folding personally. What's your typical size for dropping a collection in terms of pieces, or does it vary based on, like, say, here where some just didn't work out? It definitely does vary. Maybe another time it seems like your arm should rest. Yeah, it's like the little band-aid makes it seem like it's not a big deal, but it do be hurting me a little bit. But yeah, so for the typical size of a collection, it tends to kind of hover around, I want to say, and like the math people in my team might be able to properly give me a number. I'm pretty sure it tends to sit around 10 to 15 items. So usually I will design like 20 to 25 items because I know that there's going to be a certain percentage that gets cut. The spring line for next year, I designed so many things that, like, I know it's gonna probably get cut in half because it's just so much. I want to see. I'm gonna count how many things for spring next year I got. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 50, 51. No, wait, 41. I designed 41 items. Not all of them are coming out. There's no chance. Like, I've shown this before, so I'll show it now. This is what we got going for spring. That's a lot. Yeah, what Aiden said is right about my little arm. It wasn't anything major. I didn't get stabbed. I just had to get a little something removed off my arm. But yeah, this is the spring line. It's got like 50 items, and not all of them are going to get made. Thank you, Mackle. No, I'm totally fine. Just a little routine thingy. But yeah, I'm very excited about this one. It's tea themed. It is going to be going into sampling very soon. Very excited for that. I'm in my green era, so I'm so ready for this. I'm glad. Yeah, I was showing this off, but I know there's some new people here, so I figured I'd show. But this is another case where what you see here, who knows if they're all gonna get made. I'm glad that makes you go feral. I'm very excited about this. This is one of my, like, most tight, exciting ones. I'll also grab off the top shelf. I'm a little guy, so pardon me while I'm going off screen to stand on my desk to grab something. One moment. Like, if you see my camera shake, I'm literally standing on my desk. Okay, I've returned. I am banking endless energy on the release of the high-waisted shorts. Yes, please pray for me on this one. Because there's some things I've never made before, and so, you know, but I'm really, really excited for, like, these little guys, and then they're, like, matching longer versions with the shorts. And then a big part of it, is that a lot of the pieces that you can see, like, sweater vest, this guy, the little corset tops, are gonna be using this painting that I did, which, the stream colors make it look super dull, but it's not, and I'm very, very excited about it, and I really love, especially lately, using, like, mixed media and, like, my different skills. I'm glad that you like it. But yeah, I really like using mixed media and, like, my different skills to put into the designs, and so that's very exciting for me. But yeah, that's spring for next year. Who knows if all of it's gonna get made. I saw this on my Rex. Just wanted to pop in and say your designs are so cool. That top is amazing. I assume you designed it. Thank you. Yes, I did. This is gonna be for the kind of mid to late summer line that's coming out in like early August. It's a starry themed line. If you guys haven't seen the samples for my summer line that's coming out this year, like if you haven't seen the rest of the line this shirt comes from, I can show you today if you want me to. I know there's some people in the chat that I know have seen it before, but if you want me to go over them again, I can. It's gonna mean breaking into the hell closet, but if I must. But yeah, if you want me to go over this line, because I have all the samples in there, let me know. I'm into it. But with the spring line, it's very possible that, like, half of this gets cut. But I hope not. I hope not, because I really like it. But also, that's a lot of money! Okay. But yeah, and then summer for next year. Bottom leftover shirts from that teen line makes part of my brain that wants to dress like a wizard teacher happy. I'm so glad. Um, Always down to see the star stuff again. I will show it off if you want me to. I am also working on, this is like the designing part of where like I've decided on the pieces that I want to get made. And I just have to design them. But I'm working on a part 2 to Citrus City. If you've been around since 2022, it's like an orange orchard themed line. And so this is kind of the like I'm gonna do more mini lines. So for the person who, yes, of course I'm gonna do some oranges. For the person who asked how many items per line I do next year, I'm going to do 2 bigger lines and then 2 mini lines. And so like this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one has like 5 big pieces and maybe like 4 smaller like accessory pieces. And so I'm gonna try doing some smaller lines kind of in between the bigger lines too, because I have too many themes that I want to do and not enough like time in the year to make them big lines, and so I can make them little smaller lines, and so we'll see how that goes. I don't want to end up do you draw each shape of the pieces from scratch, or do you work off of templates the menu is capable of producing? I draw the bases myself, and so usually I will like, yeah, so you can kind of, if you can see all of my hubris here, where, my lines are a little messier. But yeah, I draw everything myself, and then we will kind of work together on, like, getting the shape quite right. But yeah, I'm gonna try to put out some smaller lines, but I don't want Karmiko to end up being one of those brands that has, like, a cajillion items come out a month, because that's just very overwhelming. And that would be a lot of work for me, but also just in general, it's like, I always feel this way about some brands that I like, because I'm like, bro, you just came out with something last month. Can you, like, let me breathe? And so currently, what, like, in a perfect world where everything works out and that nothing ever gets delayed, it would be like every quarter gets something. And so, like, each quarter would be a, like, event. How much detail can a menu work with? Does it help to be more thorough or kind of let them interpret? It does depend. And so, I find that there's a happy medium in how much you explain. If you have something very specific that you want a very specific way, be more thorough, and I'll usually include like photo examples of certain little things. There's been times where if a manufacturer hasn't been able to figure it out, I'm not the world's strongest seamstress, but there are times where I've taken matters into my own hands and like hand sewn a thing to be like, this is what I want, but better, okay? And so it depends. Sometimes, like, for example, the manufacturer that made the Oscar jacket, like, sometimes they make it better than what I had asked for. They're like, I have an idea, and then it works great. So it's very collaborative and back and forth. But yeah, usually, there you do have to be decently specific, and like having visual examples helps a lot. I'm glad that you appreciate the thoughtfulness behind timing of drops. For me, it's just that I find that a lot of people miss the part where, like, we're all people, and how, like, for me, I'm like, okay, well, how would I feel about, insert certain thing, and then I'll just kind of act on that, because for me, it's like, not, I don't want to, like, talk to, like, shame any other brand, but, like, I love, like, there's certain brands that I love that, like, every month they're like, 20 pieces! Like 15, 20, 50 pieces every single month. And I'm like, that's kind of a lot. Like, and especially, like, I'm also a person. I don't think I could, like, have like, I don't think that I could physically produce that much, I already am working a year out. Like, right now it's the summer, I'm working on summer for next year. Yeah, that's what like, for me, I'm just like, there's also more to do than just produce all the time. We're gonna, like, try, especially, I haven't, 20 to 50 Karmiko pieces a month would inflate my clothing budget by quite a lot, I think. Yes, Nat. Information overload and my wallet can't keep up, sadly. Yeah, and it's also just, like, you know, quality over quantity is kind of a thing too, where I'm like, I want to put out things from my little heart and soul. Like, it's like, I always say, from my heart to your hands, and it's just like, that's like a lot. And so we're gonna try for next year. Would you consider making swimwear for a summer line? I want to. It's just that we would have to change our insurance that we have, and I would want to do it right. And there's so many different preferences that people have. I'm gonna snooze the ad just so that I can say this. Like, I've wanted to do swimwear for a very long time, but it's kind of similar to like making jeans, and I really want to make jeans. But it's like, okay, bye Subspace. It was so nice to see you. I'll see you next time. I won't be back on Thursday this week just because I have an immovable appointment. But I will be back again on Tuesday, and starting next week, we'll have my normal stream schedule back. But have a good day. But yeah, so, what was I saying? Yeah, so my ideal for every year when, everything works out for us always, and I always am on the ball and perfect and amazing and never ever make a mistake. Not make a mistake, but like I never get burnt out. In a perfect world where everything works and I never get burnt out, where like every quarter that has 3 months, yeah, so like basically when you get insured as a business, you don't just get like a blanket like anything you want insurance. It's like, you know, we have like fashion brand insurance, and once we decide to start selling something else, then we have to check to see if it counts in our insurance. And so for example, for the shop, we're getting little matchbooks made because I thought it'd be really cute because it's actually cheaper than getting business cards made. You have like, it's cute and your little your special information, and then like, you know, you have your matches like to light a candle, so every time that people light a candle they're gonna think about us. But we realized that, okay, if we're giving away matches, and you can only do it in store, you can't send matches in the mail. But we're like, okay, now that if we're gonna give matches, we need to be sure that we're insured for giving out the matches. Turns out it's totally fine, but we had to wait a little while to find out, and that's what Aiden said. What he said is true, especially like, when you're working with like normal clothes, you're not working with like an undergarment, and technically swimwear is a kind of undergarment. So do I want to? Yes. It's gonna be a little bit more complicated than just doing it like I do with like shirts, pants, jackets, etc., but I want to. There was a time where I was like, I want to make furniture, and my warehouse was like, Selena, how are we gonna send furniture to people? And I'm like, you got me there. You got me there. And like I want to start doing like some office goods, like some like home goods, but again, now we have to like check insurance. But technically any garment could be an undergarment if you're brave enough. This is true, but that is 100% true. Something I've always wondered is I see that you and many other indie designers make joggers slash sweats, but and not any other kind of pants. Why is that? I've always dreamed of getting some pretty printed cargos or chinos, but I never see any. That is a fantastic question. I really want to. The thing is that joggers are more forgiving in the like waist size. Like, for example, oh, this is a sweater. Hold on. You know, this is the small, but we can stretch it. It's super tight. Hold on. Hold on. Sizing is the easy answer, but it's like, you know, because these can stretch quite a bit, and so it's really forgiving in the way of sizing. The other thing is that, you know, pants and jeans and etc. They tend to come in different lengths, but if we were to make the same design in like a bunch of different lengths, like, because there's like minimum order quantities and we just don't have the numbers to like get hundreds of, like, you know, let's say that you're, you know, I'm like a size 29 waist, and it's like, you know, I need a size 29 short, regular, and tall. And we're basically at the point where it's like, if people are willing to learn how to hem their pants, then yeah. And we are going to be working on a pair of like, you know, pleated dress pants for next year. I'm just going to make the length work for the average person. And then for people like me who are super, super short, Maybe not super, super. I'm 5'1", so I'm short, but not like, mega, mega, mega short. I mean, maybe. That, like, I'll just cuff the pants or hem it. And then for someone like Aiden, who is 6'6", he'll have to, deal with slightly above the ankle pants. But yeah, so basically the hope would be that as long as people are okay with buying the pants and then hemming them, then we'll do it. And I think most people would be okay with that. And I know me as a short person, like whenever I buy anything, I'm like, I'm just gonna have to hem the pants. Like if pants fit me first go, I'm like, sure. I would love to do more pants, so I'm glad that y'all are down because that's the thing that I want to do really bad. This is really interesting. I never thought about how much the lengths would vary. Yeah, I'd be fine with hemming pants. Haha, I've done it before. Okay, perfect. See, like, that's why I love being able to talk with you guys directly, because then it's like, perfect. Okay, so if, like, the general consensus is that people would be okay with hemming pants, then, like, problem solved. I do want to experiment with, finding some kind of function in, I think that people don't often think about hemming pants as a normal thing to do when you buy clothes. Yeah, I think it's, like, a lot of people, especially, like, most people are of an average size. And so, like, they are very lucky that they get to just walk in a store and things fit them as they should. But for me, whenever I buy pants, I, like, will have to, like, kind of fold them under themselves and imagine it, like, when I hem them, they're gonna look like X. Or for Aiden, poor guy, especially, like, when Aiden buys shoes, he doesn't look at the shoes. He just walks in, walks straight to the people, and are like, hey, do you have this size? And then 9 times out of 10, they're like, no. And then he just walks out because they just simply don't have his size. Clothes fitting you off the rack sounds fake. Yeah. Meckle says, I do have a question about joggers though. Do y'all have the sort of patch in the crotch area? I'd never seen it until I bought one pair and I realized it really was better to move in as a dancer. Ours do not, but that's a great idea and I do I? No, we don't. But I have seen them and I do like them and so, like very recently I bought a pair of leggings that have that little like, you know, triangular, you know what I'm talking about. Ladies, you understand the triangle bit? Yeah. Like I like them. We haven't is it called a gusset? Gusset in jogging pants. I think so. Yeah, we don't have them, but we want them. People also don't realize me semi-recently how cheap hemming is and how many options it opens up. Yes. Um, Thank you so much for being here, Beefcake. Thank you for stopping in. You have a great day too. I'll see you later. Um, yeah, it sucks when a person buys a piece of clothing but doesn't fit the way it looks like on the models and it's just not designed for every size. Yeah, that's why, like, and that's why a lot of the times, like, pieces will end up in the hell closet, because certain things like, we've been trying to make skirts for so long, but everybody's body's shaped so differently, and, I want them to work for as many people as humanly possible, and so, things will end up, getting cut or shifted. Like, I have a dress sample in there. I've been working on this one concept for a dress for at least 3 years now. Which basically it's like a, just like a t-shirt dress that has a internal cinch so that you could like cinch the waist if you want to or let it out without the strings being on the outside so no one can know whether you've adjusted it or not. And unfortunately getting closed hems required going and doing it / finding someone to do it and doing things is my arch nemesis. I completely relate, Nat. But yeah, just, I wish I had all the time in the world to, troubleshoot things, and so that's why lines end up, like, having similar things. I have a bug in my room. Lines end up having similar things, being like, jogging pants and t-shirts. I can show, I think, back to the hell closet I go. I can see if I can find it. Should be easy. Look at that, the first thing I pulled. The hell closet has smiled upon me today. So it used to be collared, because when I was making this dress initially, I was very into like vintagey styled things, and times have changed, and so I changed it a little bit. Let me get it on a hanger so you can see. Okay. This is like, I can't tell you how. Thank you, Hell Closet. Hold on, I gotta try to see if I can let this out. So it's really wrinkly. Please have mercy on me. This is like, I don't know how many versions of this thing I've gotten made at this point. I worked with a proper seamstress at first to get it made and like patterned, and then we went to the manufacturers, and then they messed things up. But there are a few there's like one tiny change that I want to make to it, but this is in white, so it might be kind of hard to see, but it's just like, you know, a t-shirt dress with a little bit of a flare. They made the neck too high, and so I want it to be a little bit more of a deep, I know you and what you are, a nerd. Don't get me started, because I have D&D tomorrow, and I'm so excited. But, so I can show you the... Does this work? Yes, it does. Will this work? No, it's too low. This works. So I can show you the mechanic. So on the inside, it has these little drawstrings. You see? You see this? And so, you know, you can cinch it, properly perhaps, and tie it, and then tuck it in. I will pull up the 20k word character bio. But yeah, so the idea is that you can like cinch the waist, and then take the strings and shove it inside, so that like, because I know for me, as someone who has weight fluctuations as a part of her living life, and especially like bloating and stuff, that I usually don't like stuff that has a drawstring on the outside, because, you know, if I need to just not have it tied at all for the sake of being comfortable, then everyone will know. And so, as a seamstress, this dress makes me happy. I need 20 of them. I am glad. Hell Closet. It looks adorable. I feel like so many t-shirt dresses are without cinch, and that just doesn't work for my body type. I love this idea. I'm glad. Me too. You could talk about the gusset stuff again. I got an ad and missed it all. Okay. I will get into that. But, yeah, with the dress, it's like, because, yeah, for me, it's like, and you know, first and foremost, fuck anybody who actually thinks any type of way about, you know, someone letting their damn dress out. But for, you know, for me, like, a lot of the times when I design, I think about, you know, how I feel about things and problems that I want solved. And so for me, it's like, you know, I have my little insecurities. And so I was like, I would like a drawstring that's on the inside so no one can see it. And also, I don't always want a little tie in the front of whatever I'm wearing. And so that's where that idea came from. But the gusset talk, have you ever thought about making overalls? Yes, I would really like to. Again, it's a matter of, you know, now that I know that everyone is okay with, you know, hemming things, we can explore it more. But gussets, I know about gussets and I like them. I've yet to incorporate them into the jogging pants, but now that I know people want them, won't be in time for Slasher Street or Starfall because things are already getting made. But moving forward, we can very, very likely incorporate them. Not to hold my glass like a toddler, hello? Like, you know, like when kids are like breathing into their cup? Do not invoke his name in my chat room. Ew. But he does have his little tiny baby hands and double holds his cups. But we do not invoke that devil's name in my chat room. Have you ever thought about making overalls? I think, yeah, I said earlier, yes, I would love to. Ever since I first started designing, like, clothes properly as a job, overalls have been super high on the list. And I just got this pair that I use as, like, my painting overalls because they already came painted, but they have some really unique hardware on it. So I'd love to explore, like, different hardware types for it, too. Do people like when overalls have that little loop that you can, like, you know, put a trowel in or something? I'm, like, trying to think of all the more useful, components and stuff. Tool loop. Yeah, do we like tool loops in the chat? Yes? I'm glad. Because, like, ooh, okay. Okay, the people like the tool loop. Or have you ever thought about making athletic wear, or does that fall under special clothing for special reasons? I think athletic wear would be fine. Aiden's gonna have to correct me on that one, but I think athletic wear would be fine. I would love to. I know that people can be quite particular with, I know some people in my family who would love the overalls, OMG +1 athletic wear. I would love to. There's this one, like, I've been going to the gym, you know? And I would love to make some. I know people can be pretty particular with what they like, but I could make some leggings. I could make some shorts. I could make a compression top. We're gonna have to look into if like athletic wear because it's a more functional item. But the thing is, with the insurance thing, it's just a matter of, changing our, like, adding on a clause to. Aiden says that it's normal stuff. We're actually trying to work with new mills to use an organic form of spandex, which would be perfect for that. There you go. But yeah, totally could be a thing. There's not any, like, current running plans, but I am thinking about, and this is wild, and it's one of those things that, when, like, someone suggests something to you, but you're just not ready for it. I think I talked about this last stream, but I think next year I want to do like an elevated basics line, because I was always afraid of putting out basics that people will be like, I can get a t-shirt anywhere. But I think doing the simple mini tees has really opened me up to knowing that everybody's okay with some more simple stuff. So I think I might do like a line of elevated basics next year, and like maybe I'll be in time to slip in some little athletic wear. Because there's one brand that I really, really like, and especially my thing with tights, like leggings, for the gym, is that A, gotta have a gusset, very important. B, the material, like, I don't know about you guys, but like, I used to buy Aritzia, like, and Lululemon leggings, like everybody does, and I've ceased doing that, because it's like, you wash it like 4 times, and I don't wash things on hot, but then it gets all like pilly and like not soft and nice like when you first bought it. But and I'm usually not one to want to recommend other brands when I'm talking about, the clothes that we sell, but we don't make athletic wear yet. And there's a Canadian brand that I highly recommend, because I have washed my leggings a bajillion times from this brand. I've been begging for elevated basics, so I'm a happy boy. Aiden has been begging me for this, and I finally am like, okay, yes. But yes, so the brand is called Azur. It's Azur. It is all more like, feminine body leaning focused. But the leggings and shorts, I have washed them, so many times as I usually do, and they have stayed just as silky smooth and soft as the day I bought them. And that is the goal, friends. Like, I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. Excuse me. What was I saying? I just had a factory reset. Hold on. Thank you. I literally just got factory resetted. I was talking about the leggings. Yes. We do a thing where, like, if there's a new kind of product that we've made, and we get a sample, we'll ask for whatever changes we want to make. Thank you, friends. That we will then put the garment in the wash and dryer at however high we could possibly go without risking our old house. And fun fact, apparently the Azur's leggings is also a piece of armor in the Elden Ring, according to Google. Hey, Aiden's playing Elden Ring. This is full circle. I think what I hate the most about leggings is that my underwear outline shows through. IDK, there's a feasible solution on that part of the leggings, but I'd love one. That is the bane of my existence. I don't know what it is, and like everybody has some semblance of wanting to look good in their day, and I don't want to seem like I'm like a mega vain person. However, for me, when I go to the gym, I don't want to be thinking about how I look and what I have underwear lines in my leggings. I will say that I like the Azur leggings because they have this like seam that perfectly matches up with underwear, and so I don't necessarily super have that problem. A lot of the time it's like, just picking the right ones, but like I completely commiserate with you on that. The solution is a thicker fabric that's not good for breathability and sweat. Yes. But what I will say is I completely relate to the struggle, and it is something that I like every time before I leave the house to go to the gym. I'm like trying to perfectly coordinate so I'm not thinking about that fact. But also, if anybody at the gym cares about that, I will personally fight them for you. Like, and the thing is, I know the feeling of like, yeah, of course, like, if, how do I say this? Like, whenever I feel insecure, I always have some acute, like, awareness that no one is really paying as much attention to me as I am paying attention to myself. And I know if someone were to feel some type of way about a very understandable thing, like they're just an asshole. But also, you can't help but be conscious and feel bad about certain things with the way the world works. But also, please know that if someone were to ever be a fucking asshole about something like that, I will apparate. In the unwritten rules of the gym is to not pay attention to anyone else there. Exactly. 100%. And I think, like, an exercise that I always do to make myself feel better whenever I'm feeling insecure, it sounds weird, but I will, like, purposely, like, let's say, I don't know, like, if I'm feeling bad about something about myself and I see someone else who has that same thing, my gut reaction is usually like, oh, like, I don't know. I don't notice. I don't care. I'm not a mean, weird person. And so it's very comforting for me when I, like, remind myself, hey, look in the gym mirror, repeat Selena's name 3 times, you'll appear and fight someone for you. 100%. You'll have me, my 5'1" ass, just, like, I'll start swinging. Because it's just... Yeah, it's one of those things where you're always going to be your own worst critic, and, like, no one is, gonna, pay that much attention, and if they do, they're an asshole. But I also understand, like, you can't help but feel certain types of ways, and if you can mitigate that by making yourself feel more comfortable, that is 100% valid. But yeah, say my name 3 times in a gym mirror and I'll come. Can you fight gangs of 3 to 4 straight men who take up half the gym with dumbbells and then don't re-rack any of their weights? I will. I can't guarantee that I will win, but I certainly can try. It's like, I've told the story before about, how sometimes, like, is it little dog syndrome where they, like, think that they're bigger than they are? Because, I think that I have, like, little dog syndrome sometimes. Because I've talked about it before where, like, when I am, oh yeah, Windle action. When I am in a situation where, like, I'm being picked on, then I'm just like, okay, yeah, whatever, I can take it. But if, like, any of my friends or, like, a fan or an employee or something are getting given shit, completely different story. Like, I've told it before, so I'll say it very briefly, but, like, when I worked at the Mexican restaurant that I worked at for 4 years, there was a guy that came in and was bothering customers, and I was like, hey man, you gotta leave! And then, like, didn't remember that he was a, like, 6-foot-something guy, and I'm a 5'1" girl, and I was not going to win that fight, but my, need to protect the people I care about supersedes my understanding that I'm just a little guy. And so that I will. Can I fight the 3 to 4 straight men who don't rack their weights? No. Will I still try? Yeah. Will I win? No, but I'll give it my best shot. Or I'll bring Anal along and he can deal with it. We were just at the gym this morning and I don't know what was in the air today, but we went to the gym and we went to the grocery store after, and just, like, everybody was being weird today. I don't know what it was, and I was like, people at the gym were, like, not re-racking their weights, and just, like, loitering on machines, and I was just like, it was one of those days where just, like, things weren't working. People were drinking their bozo juice, man, today, I swear to God. I don't know what it was. It was like, when you're in the grocery store and, like, I am so patient, and I will, like, to the point that, like, a 10-minute grocery trip will turn into 30, because I'll just stand and wait while someone's, like, reading every ingredient on a label, but, like, I straight up was, like, waiting for 5 whole minutes Like, and I did laps, like, coming back to get some freaking goat cheese. And this, like, if I were a gym owner, I literally would just not allow that. It'd be enforced where you need to respect the space. I don't understand, because, like, we go to a Good Life, and so, like, they have rules against people dropping weights, but it's never enforced. There's this one guy that puts like a cajillion pounds on this bar, and he like lifts it once and then just drops it, and it's so loud. And listen, I'm a little guy, I'm a little hamster of a woman, it scares me every time. And it's like, you know, machines are damaged all the time because people are just like, I remember this one time, this guy, like, I visually watched him, like, one of the cables just, like, came undone because he was going so ham, and I'm like, guys. Also, hello, Elbow Juice, welcome to chat, and with a little guy emoji, and thank you so much for following. It's just, like, you know, there's other people in the room, I don't know. I just, for me, I don't understand the whole, like, picking it up and then just dropping it from your height or higher, just tossing that shit. No. No, no, no. My favorite kind of gym goer are the ones whose joints won't make it to 40. There was this, like, I see this one guy all the time that, like, his joints aren't gonna make it to 40. He's just, like, pulling it so fast all the time. And, like, then I'll see him go, like, ugh. And it's like, yeah, because you're probably hurting yourself. I don't know. And, like, you know, my free time and work time are spent in this chair. Me and this chair, very good friends. And, like, it's either that, I'm, like, drawing for work, drawing for fun, doing my, like, admin tasks, or, like, playing games. I'm a pretty sedentary girl. And so I go to the gym to make sure that I don't, like, have a permanent shrimp back by the time that I'm 45. However, we cannot throw the weights. The active people can be nice about the weights. And either I'm here or I'm D&Ding, which I'm so excited for tomorrow. Yeah, the shrimp back is so real. Like, when I'm not drawing on streams have been good because I can't have people see me and how I sit. But if, like, the second that I get off of stream, I shit you not, I sit and I work with my knees like this, and I'm just hunched. That or playing Baldur's Gate, I'll, like, sit with my legs up on the table and just, like, lean. My posture, awful. 90% of people at the gym don't know how to properly gym. That is the problem. Yeah. No, 100%. But I will refrain from talking too much about my D&D campaign because not no one, but it's just like, you know, I could ramble forever. But what I will say is I made my friends little gifts, and I wanted to show you guys. It helps me to put a chunky pillow behind my back. Well, in my case, it's an avocado plushie, but I highly recommend. Yeah, I feel like I need something better than this, like, wedge that came with my chair. It's very helpful, but, like, I don't know what it is, but, like, I always have to sit with, like, my leg up in some way. I don't know, but I wanted to show you guys. So, like, the standee company that I got to make it, misinterpreted what I needed for the bases, so they made it so huge. But my friend it's ADHD is probably, I think it is. I can't sit normal. But my friend is 3D printing me new bases for these, so they're not so monstrous, because they were supposed to be minis. But I drew everybody's characters, and then, see, none of them are in this chat, probably, and so this is supposed to be a surprise for tomorrow, but I'm showing you. So I made everybody's little characters, and this is one of the DM's NPCs, and then this is my character. Yeah, guys, we can keep it a secret for the people that you don't know. This is one of the player's characters, and then this is another one of the player's characters. Yeah. And so, I wish the bases weren't so, like, monstrously large, but you can kind of see that I got them made with, like, can I do this? I think I can do this. Yeah. I got them made so that, like, their height differences were accurate. You know? And so they're gonna get new bases because these bases are so big. But I'm really excited. I hope they like them. Cause like now they'll have like, because we mostly use digital maps for our game, but I figured even just to have like, you know, your little guy in front of you so they remember what you look like, you know? Oh, I'm glad that you guys like it. Yeah, I was like, especially because like I'm the only person on my team who can draw, and so I was like, guys, what do your characters look like? And they're like, brown hair and tall, and I'm like, I need more. But then we ended up all landing on designs that we like. They haven't seen these drawings yet, but I can go through who each person is if y'all care. But I'm glad that you guys think that's cute, and like I'm really excited. I hope they all like it. And being the only artist in the group, I'm like, wait, I don't know if you guys, did I show you? I don't think I did. So, okay, only one more thing about my D&D campaign, I promise. But I think last week, if you were here, I was talking about the scrapbook I wanted to make for the game. Like, you know, with my characters' memories and stuff, so that I could, like, surprise my DM with it. I want to know, they're all so cute, tell me all about them. Okay! So, I mean, if y'all want to know, oh my god, I'm so excited. So, for those who don't know, it is not, I keep saying D&D, it is based in Pathfinder rather than D&D, but you know. But the world setting is in like the Percy Jackson universe, so all of the players are like 19, 20 years old, and they just found out that they're the children of gods, and so they're demigods. So we'll go around the group. So I'll start with my character. This is Montessa, my baby girl, my little emo girl. Yeah, I'm so, oh, it's been so good. So this is Montessa. She's my character. Can we focus on the baby? Rather than my forehead? Whatever. The camera wants to look at me too much. There we, oh, come on, you just had it. You get the idea. So she is Morpheus's daughter, and so she's a little guy. She is Morpheus's daughter, and so like it's her whole thing is like dreams and like sleep themed things, but mostly dreams. And so what we've kind of incorporated into the game is that like everybody has like something pre finding out that they were a demigod that like was off about them that made them different, and so she has narcolepsy and insomnia at the same time, found out that's because of her dad, and so I will not go through the entirety of the document, but for the new people who don't know how I can't just be normal about stuff, and bless Aiden's heart, he tolerates me going so ham over this campaign. But just so you know that I can't be normal about a damn thing, I have this super long, and like I have all these different little like, you know, pop out tabs full of writing about my character. And so I can't be contained. So that's Montessa, my sweet baby girl. And then Spotify playlist. Oh yeah. So that is using, okay, now you don't want to focus on me? Yes, so the program is Notion. I believe it's kind of known as like a wiki making site. It's like, it's a desktop app. It's very cool. I highly recommend it. I find that there's a bit of a learning curve, but once you figure it out, it's like, there's like drop down menus and you can embed the playlist, and you know, I threw in my images and there's different formatting things, and you can literally like scroll through the playlist and like listen while you're in the app. And then you can add like, you know, little pages that go into a new page, that this one was like a letter she wrote to her dad. But yeah, I'm the same way about my D&D character. Spotify playlist, tons of doodles and works. He's my sweet baby boy. So the app is called Notion. And you can actually, now they just added that you can publish Notion sites to like an actual website, which is cool. Yeah, Obsidian is more also abstract, I'm pretty sure. But Aiden has been converting everyone to it. No, Notion is super, super cool. But yeah, I'm so ready to go this in depth for characters I'm working on, but I'm definitely going to have to commission an artist. I mean, it's been really fun because my team, like, that I've been playing with, they're all like They're like, oh, Selena, can you draw my character if that won't be too much? I'm like, listen, you have an absolutely brain-rotted artist on your side. I will draw anything you want. So the next character is my friend Michelle's character, who is the, if you want to focus. No, that's fine. She is the daughter of Hephaestus. If you know anything about Greek mythology, Hephaestus is like the god of forges, I believe. Wait, Selena, do you buy Pink Mercy? I don't know what that is. Did you buy Pink Mercy? Is that like Overwatch? Pink Mercy. Is it like Overwatch? Yes. I have not gotten Pink Mercy. I think we're talking about Overwatch, yes? I haven't played Overwatch in so long. I really should. Also, like, she's staying on there. She's staying on pretty good. Is it, like, too late to buy Pink Mercy? It's in Overwatch. I don't know if you play her. I do main Mercy. And so, if it's still up, I should. If you play her, her Pink Mercy skins came back. Yeah, I main, like, Mercy, between Mercy, Torbjorn, no, not Torbjorn, Reinhardt. Oh, damn. Missed it again. But, yes, this is Hephaestus' daughter. She's cute. She has a little robot metal arm that you can, like, kind of see on this side. Very sweet and chaotic. Tinkerer little girl. Very, very sweet. And then this is one of the DM's NPCs that Montessa adopted. They are best friends. And she is, am I seeing things, or are you just that naturally cute? Oh, thank you. That's so sweet of you. Oh my goodness. I try my best. But right now I'm talking about, my Percy Jackson D&D campaign that I'm in, so I'm being a big major nerd right now. For anyone who's just joined, these are little standees I made of, me and my fellow players' characters. But yeah, this is, the DM's NPC. Oh no, they're secret villain 100%. See, that's what I'm scared of! Because, like, these two have become best friends, but her dad is Thanatos, who's the god of death, and so very likely gonna be a bad time. But I've gotten her to, like, make a sacred oath that she's not fucking with me, but she's definitely fucking with me. But she is a little baby, and I love her very much. Up next, this is... Okay, I only have two more, I swear. There is so much drama. My character is so paranoid, because, like, everyone else is like, sick, we have powers! And she's like, guys, we were normal. How to use the standees in-game, to use them on map tiles, or just for visuals? We're gonna do a bit of both, and so my DM, because these bases are so big for no reason, I just messed up when I was reading the proof, and so my DM's gonna be printing new, much smaller, just round, teeny tiny little bases. Thank you so much, Francois. But yeah, they're gonna be, like, at first for, what's it called? Oh, goodness. They're at first gonna be just for, like, a visual to, like, put in front of you to, like, see who, you know, what your character looks like, because nobody looks like what their characters look like. But when we get the rounder bases, we do usually use like a digital map when we're playing. So at my house we have a big projector, and I tend to host, and so he'll put the map on the projector. But I think he said that he has some surprise for us that these will be really good for, so who knows. But we'll also have them be the minis on the map. And so this character is named Bastion. He is the son of Aphrodite, so he's just general popular hot boy. He has some secret lore, one of which that, like, the characters don't know, but we know, so we just call it, like, church and state, where we just, like, you know, pretend like, you know, our characters don't know things that we know. And so he's the son of Aphrodite, but Aphrodite only ever will get with celebrities, and so he's Leonardo DiCaprio's son. And so it's been very, like, his intro included, like, that his dad had just broken up with his most recent 25-year-old girlfriend, which was very, very funny. I like the idea of... Dude, yeah, it was like... literally the intro was that he's on, like... this is Bastian DiCaprio, And that he was like on his dad's yacht, and like his dad just kicked his like it was his like girlfriend's 25-year-old birthday. Really enjoyed the stream and a peek into D&D as a non-D&D player who wants to try someday. Gotta get back to work. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much for coming by, Miwa. It was so nice to meet you. I'm glad that you just found us randomly. I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, but I will be away this Thursday for like an appointment that I can't move. So if you are around next Tuesday, same time, I'd love to hang. But yeah, very funny. I like the idea of having a little visual of the characters. We did some sort of there's some art pieces of our D&D characters, but they're hidden away in a wiki, and that's kind of a waste. I mean, like, you could always print them out. I've also done, and I'm gonna make a little like bulletin board wall for it, but these are some drawings that I've done of the characters, and it's nice to just like remember what everybody looks like. And so yeah, hopefully if you can come back on Tuesday, it'll be nice to see you again. But yeah, I've drawn like some of our that's upside down. Like some of our little memories, and so I'm gonna make a little cork board for it. But the last character, most certainly not least, this is Grayson. He is the son of Ares, the god of war, but he is a like pacifist vegan. It looks like they actually just took a photo together. Yeah, that was I wanted it to be because, like, you know, they're at camp together and they had to wear their ugly little camp shirts, and so I want to eventually like be able to make like if let's say like the campaign comes to an end, I want to make a little scrapbook of all of their adventures. This one, they were like their first night there, they had a little sleepover, and Bastion like played everyone a song to go to bed. But yeah, Grayson is the son of the god of war, but is a pacifist vegan, and him and his dad have beef because his dad doesn't agree with his choices, and it's very funny, and his little shirt set is like a little vintage Veg Pest 1979 shirt, and it's very funny. But I'm very excited. I hope they all like them. And now look, they're all like hanging out. It's so cute. But the last thing I'll say about my D&D campaign is last week, I think I showed you guys that I had a few little drawings I had made that were like my character's like memories through her life, and I talked about wanting to make a scrapbook so that like my character could like hand the DM. Oh, I'm so glad. This is like my major nerd moment. Like, this D&D campaign, like I have a pretty big problem with being a workaholic. I kind of don't stop, but this D&D campaign has given me something to be excited about after my workday. It's been very healthy for me. But the last week I talked about how I was going to make a little scrapbook to like hand, you know, Morpheus, my character's dad, and I did it, and my no one in my game better be here or I'll be very upset. But I'm going to show you guys because I put a lot of work into it. And so it's so funny because I may not get the moment to hand this, but I'm gonna like keep it super secret. So if the moment comes, I can have like my little DM moment and be like, And so like I literally took it and like drew like my character's memories through her life, and like because I'm glad, dude, even like I don't know if you can see it, but this little like stamp has a little butterfly on it because like a morpho butterfly, you know? And so like, there's purposely gaps missing in her photo album because my characters can't just have a normal fun life. But then, yeah, I have, like, some more family photos, and, like, I'm such a dweeb. It's like her mom started the book, but then got busy and didn't continue, so then her, like, stepdad took it over, and then, like, she then took over the book, and it got more decorated and had more memories in it. And so it's supposed to be that, like, I even, like, took a guitar pick, and she has, like, a shitty band, and I, like, wrote the band's name on it. I'm such a little dweeb, but, I hope I get my moment to do this, because, like, no one in the team knows. And so if anyone in the group is here, I'm gonna be very upset with you, but they all have big old jobs, and, like, they don't really watch streams, and so, in theory, they're not here, but I'll have my moment of being like, oh, like, Dad, before you go, like, I know I can't make up for lost time, but, like, maybe you can get to know me like this. Said obviously way more dramatically, but I'm glad you guys like it. I, like, spent a whole night just, like, doodling. I need more people in my life who get this enthusiastic about the things we love. Oh, I'm so glad. I mean, do it. Please, take my ideas. Like, I have, like, my character's prom photos here. It's been really nice because I just, like, you know, it's given me something to do that isn't work at the end of my days. But yeah, this has been like, the only D&D campaign that I got this into prior was the one for when I had my little character that I have tattooed on my body now. You need to make a game right now. Who's saying that we aren't? Who's to say that we're not? Listen. I gotta use my degree for something. Right here. The hints and teasing are cruel, but please keep going. Oh, we will. We absolutely will. I ain't telling you what it's for, but know that the effort that I put into my extracurriculars is only a fraction of what gets put into Karmiko. So, there should be a gamer degree MO. I can do that. Selena, when will you make business cards that are just your game degree? I mean, like, if ever, like, and in my my motto of it's simply not yet, not never. If I were to ever like go to a TwitchCon or something, I would make that, and like if anyone knew of the meme, I would hand it out. Like, don't tempt me, I'll do it. Business cards are cheap. I will do most anything for the bit. So don't tempt me, because I will. Yeah, I'm so excited that I have D&D tomorrow. Oh, it's gonna be so good. And yeah, it's just been really good for me to have something on the side that isn't like only work. Because I used to just don't tempt me, she says while already designing it. Listen, I'm 5 steps ahead. You can't stop me. Listen, who's gonna fire me? This is the perk of working for yourself. I can do whatever shenanigans I want. The only people who can fire me are you. If you get mad at me. That's it. I have TTRPG tonight. I need to prepare still. Oh no. You've got this. My DM didn't start. We had a 3-week break between sessions. My DM didn't start prepping until Sunday when I like messaged him with some questions. And I was like, dude, the brain rot's so real. Aiden has been an incredibly good sport because he does not play D&D or anything adjacent to that. But he's been a very good sport in listening to me brain rot my life away about it. And everything that he knows about Percy Jackson, Montessa, or anything to do with this has absolutely been against his will, and I appreciate the support. But yes. What is coming up at Karmiko? I mean, for those who don't know, I know because sometimes in chat people don't know about this, but we do have a real life store for the brand, which is very cool. Wow, I guess the not pushing off a cliff brag was more real than I assumed. Yeah, it took a lot of effort, and you know what? I am very appreciative of that. If anything, it was a boon for because my D&D group were originally like his friends first, and so like it's a big friend group, and so really it was just for everyone else to not have a missing player in the game. Of course I'm joking. Of course I'm joking. But yeah, so for those who don't know, we do have an IRL store. Like, it's in downtown Toronto. It's very cool. And we've been ominously alluding to the fact that this is the last month at the little store. This is the last month at our small store space. Which, we will miss the smaller space. We will miss the little store. Yeah, just, what, is it 3 weeks left at our little store? Going to an even smaller one! Our, how many square feet is it? It's not much. Our already super cramped store? It's gonna be worse! It's gonna be even worse. It's just gonna be like a food truck at this point. So, the thing is, you can always visit both. because the little space is going away at the end of this month. Um, our small store, our tiny shop, will be so missed. So if you want to see it in its current iteration, we're not like other stores, we're worse. Yeah, so you think that like, having to shuffle around a small space sucks? You can't wait for what we got coming next. Um, so the our little store will be going away at the end of July. So if you want to see it in every iteration it's ever existed in, pop in if you want to, if you can. But I will be making I'm going to be returning to YouTube because I took a like year and a half long hiatus off of it for no good reason. So I will be recording the process of moving out of our little store and, moving all of our stuff wherever it's gonna end up. Um, Hosting the Hell Closet TM. Yeah, we're actually moving the store right here. Where we'll get robbed instantly because the doors can't close properly. But I will keep y'all posted on that. It's been fun to be cheeky on the internet. I genuinely can't wait to see what's next for you guys. Thank you. Yeah, it's been very fun to be cheeky about it. Lines around the block to shop the Hell Closet. Yeah, I mean, yeah, who knows? Maybe it is just a teeny tiny little, like we just got like a portable little trailer shack and we're moving it even smaller, kids. I'm very excited. I would be in that line, lol. Um, Maybe we'll do a sample sale because I have a whole bunch of like Hell Closet samples. But yeah, I'm gonna record the whole process so I can include you guys in it. I want to talk about it more, but it's been fun to be ominous, you know. Thank you for the follow, DJ. Welcome, welcome. It's been nice to be ominous. It's been very fun. And I feel so bad because there's people in my like comments and DMs being like, "No, it's leaving. What do you mean?" And I'm like, "Yes, good, think that." But also I feel bad. Time to plan another trip to Toronto. Already made stops at the junction and stacked on my last two. Oh my god, were you at the did you see the arts market spot we used to have? You're a veteran, dude. I take the slasher sweater vest sample if you do a sample sale. I do have some samples of that one, my dear friend. So we will keep you posted on that. It's always so interesting because like ever since I started streaming, I have hair in my mouth. Ever since I started streaming again, like I keep calling them like veterans when they've been around for like a very, very long time. I love the arts market, especially the cute thrift shop in the basement. Yeah. That was like the first ever like experience of selling somewhere in Toronto, which was good to like dip our toes in the water to figure out if it's a good thing for us. But it's always so interesting because I think someone came to the stream because I used to stream in like pre-Carmico era in like 2018. I was like streaming was like the thing that I was trying to do and I got affiliate and I had a bunch of regulars and then someone from my old streaming days came by to a recent stream and it was so cool because like they've been around for years before like Carmico was even a thing. Like I had my old username and everything. So it's really, really sweet and it means a lot that you've been around that long. I'm just a little guy, you know. Oh my goodness. But there's a lot of exciting things happening on top of the store leaving our tiny little store. We got Fan Expo coming up, we got Starfall coming up, we got Slasher Street coming up. The end of this year is going to be packed in a very fun way. So I hope y'all are excited because I am too. It's been a like it's so nice to see plans that you've had for a long time. Like I've been wanting to do Slasher Street like as a concept since probably like the end of 2020. I got the idea initially. And so to finally have it coming out, I'm very excited and I have lore. I have lore. I have lore, I have a story. It's very exciting stuff. But yeah, we are. What else is happening? Well, things I can't tell you about that may or may not pertain to our game degrees, but yeah. So excited for everything coming up for you guys. I'm glad. Thank you. I'm glad that also that, like, you know, because the perk of running your own business is that you get to do whatever you want, but also the, like, scary part is that, who knows if what we decide that we want to do is going to be something that you guys are excited about. But it seems like we've been hitting it every single time, which has been very, very fun. We have a fun booth planned for Fan Expo as well, but you're just going to have to come see it. We'd like to expand to more places than just, like, the Toronto area. But that is a task for next year. We're looking into doing a pop-up in New York next year. It's like it would be like a weekend. I thought that it was going to be way more expensive than I thought it was, but there's some, like, really doable. I'd be super down because we went to LA for the first time ever last year for a business thing. It was very fun. And so we could definitely do a pop-up in LA. I was looking at a few places there as well. We just have to, like, see what kind of work visas we need to, like, do it, but I'll bring my entire studio there. Thoughts on Texas? I mean, hey, if Texas, thing is, like, I think at the very beginning of Karmiko being a thing, like, Texas was one of our, like, largest demographics, so never not impossible. It's never impossible. But yeah, you'll bring your entire studio. I mean, hey, I'm down. OMG field trip. Listen, we will do. You ask Karmi tour. I would love to do a Karmi tour. I've been begging to justify buying a merch truck. I want a merch truck so bad. Like, we don't have, like, the, like, throwaway money to buy a merch truck. Hey, not yet, not never, brother. It'll happen one day. When we have disposable income, you can't say never. That's what I'm saying, Mackle! Everybody bully Aiden into it. It's a really good business expense. Come on, rally it up. He is. No, he's not unbelievable. Karmiko World Tour in the Karmi van. That's what I'm saying. Listen, it's not yet, not never. I refuse to allow never in this chat. Alright? Well, like, there's certain things that I get to say never to, but the Karmiko merch truck is not one of them. Aiden is unbelievable because no one can reach him up there. This is entirely fair. Aiden is of the height that he could, like, stiff arm my forehead, and then it's just nothing. But when we get a small loan of $1 kajillion, listen, you shoot for the stars, you land on the moon. I want a merch truck. Damn it. Let's get invited to TwitchCon first, and then maybe. But, it is a thing that we could do, when Slasher Street makes you $1 bajillion. Yeah. Exactly. I got a weird text. It's fine. Yeah. Listen, it's not now, not never. I have dreams and I will make them happen. But yeah, as I was saying, like, it's like, I was looking into doing, like, a weekend-long pop-up in other places, and it's not totally undoable. Like, it's actually a thing that might, with a decent ease, be done. And so, we're kind of looking into it. And so, we do a lot in the Toronto area, but it's more likely that we could, depending on the demand for us to go to a certain place, we'd like to maybe try, like, Vancouver as our first non-Toronto endeavor. So if anyone is in the Vancouver area, that's, like, probably going to be the first go. And then the second would probably be, like, either New York or LA. But very exciting stuff. However, my dear friends, it has come to that time where, before I head off, because, it's about that time where your girl has to make dinner, but If anyone here has joined after I showed off the new samples, tell me now, because I will go over the samples again before I leave if you didn't get to see them. So this is your chance that if you have not seen the new samples that I had, popped on stream to show, tell me now, because I will go over them one more time. I think also someone had asked for me to go over the Starfall stuff, and I never actually ended up doing that. I came in like the middle, I saw the white pocket shirt. Okay. I missed them, so if you wouldn't mind, yeah, okay. So before I go, I'm gonna go over the Slasher Street stuff again. These are the pieces that I've confirmed, and there are some pieces that entered after the samples were shown. Okay, perfect. So I will go over one more time. There are, if you've seen the designs before, there are some that didn't make the cut, unfortunately. That doesn't necessarily mean that they'll never ever be made, but just not this year. So this is what we've decided on for Slasher Street. And so there's some of them that have a few changes that need to be made. So the first one that has some changes is why this is brown, I don't know. However, we have this like caution tape, barbed wire, cropped kind of turtleneck sweater, and it has this like kind of more like strap material that is embroidered with the barbed wire. Sorry, I stuttered there because my arm hurt me. I just maneuvered in a way that hurt me. But one of my favorite parts of this is that it's got little thumb holes. And so it's a little thumb hole stripe down the arm situation. So this is gonna, instead of being brown, I don't know why they decided to go rogue and pick brown, but this is gonna end up being like an acid wash black cropped sweater vibe. It's like cropped, it like is a little bit higher up, so it's not like a total like mini tee crop moment. Yeah, I'm a little bit like too expressive, and I'm gonna snooze my ad so I can show this. I'm a little too expressive with myself that like sometimes I hurt myself. And so of course with that sweater we have matching pants that have the little embroidery on it. Someone come make California colder so I can wear more of these sweaters. My apologies. Though when we came in February at night it can be really cold, if that helps. But yeah, of course with the sweater we need matching pants. Again, these are going to be like an acid wash black. I don't know why they're brown. Manufacturers go rogue sometimes, and it has the same little stripe pattern with matching drawstring and a little embroidery to go with it. It looks super fun all together. And then the next one is another jogger set. This is kind of like a more abstract kind of like with the arm design. Let me see if I can kind of open that up. Learning my like inverted camera lefts and rights. But yeah, it has this kind of gradient, spooky, abstract pattern. And on the back is this like spider lily situation with some handwritten notes with some lore that you'll just have to read when you get it. Because yeah, I wrote lore on the merch. But yeah, this is a like the print, you can't even feel it. It's like dyed into the material, so like you can't like scratch at it and take it off. It's just like very, very perfect, and I love this one very much. See, Nat, you asked for more masculine cuts, and your girl helped you out. And of course, if we're gonna have a sweater, we have the matching jogging pants to go with it. I'm probably gonna change the string just to be cream colored, but yeah. Oh, I got so much lore. It's going on my wish list immediately. I'm so glad. Okay. Up next, these got fixed. Thank you for the follow, Casper. Welcome, welcome. These got fixed, but I can't find the sample. It's entirely possible that it just, like, is under something in the hell closet. But the only problem with these is that the flowers are blurry. We got that fixed. But we have some mini tees, so we have this little black one. And then in the same design, we have it in red. And red's, like, one of the only colors I haven't worked with yet. So now the Karmiko rainbow is complete. Some people like the blurry one, but I think because I had, like, initially designed it to be clear, and like I know some people and they're gonna like be upset that it's blurry, and so I'm gonna preemptively save Katie some upset emails. But sample sale, absolutely. And then this is, if you've been around for a long time, you know of my Eyes on You button-up shirt. People have been asking me to do it again, and so your girl did it again. And you can see the pattern there. And so people have been asking me to make this one again, and so I'm very, very proud of it. Especially, I went, and this was such a sleeper hit for me. I like made this last minute. It's the same design, but entirely. Welcome to the chat, just a guy. This is an entirely woven design, so it's not printed at all. It is a unisex cut, slightly cropped, a tasteful crop, but I'm very, very excited about this one. I wear it all the time. I have to ration out how much I wear it so that my like local grocery store or coffee shop aren't like, does this girl own more than just one sweater? And then we have the t-shirt. This has the most changes. The back is the best part. The only thing that needs to be changed about this is that, you know, straight just needs to be bumped up over here. And then also the writing is embroidered while the rest of it is printed, so it's kind of like a mixed media situation. The sleeve has some writing on it, and this sleeve has a little swoosh. The front of it has a little, what was supposed to be a Polaroid. I hate it, so we're going to change that, but the back's cool. It has more lore in it. This line is going to be another one where I need one of everything. I mean, what can I say? And then last, but certainly not least, we've got a jacket. And so this is almost exactly the same in construction and material as the Oscar jacket, but of course, this one's edgy. And this one I can like fully try on because I don't have to put a shirt over my head or lift my arm. Let me get that going. So it's kind of like a suede bomber jacket. Everything is a unisex cut, of course. It has this spider lily design on the back. And the only problem with this one, which will be all of the issues, I'm glad that you guys like it. The only issue, like any of the changes I've said here will be fixed in actual production. This one's so close to perfect. The only changes are that, you know, this side design doesn't match up, and the same with the inner arm. But that's so easy. It's just like a shape problem. But yeah, and shockingly, it looks nice with the shirt. I'm glad you guys like it though. And so that is Slasher Street. Very exciting stuff. And I'm so glad because, as I mentioned earlier, there was entirely possibly a chance. So I have 4 items on my to buy list for this collection. Which ones are they? I want to know. But yeah, there was a moment in time where Slasher Street was entirely possibly not going to happen. But you know what? Everything works out for us always. And the manufacturing gods have smiled upon us. And so my sweet little baby Slasher Street gets to happen. Everything happens. Everything works out for us always in the end, you know? We're a very make lemonade out of lemons kind of people here. Sweater vest, baby tee, that jacket, and the white sweater. I'm so glad. Yay! I'm glad you guys like it. And I'm glad that I went through it another time for the folks that missed it. But thank you all so much for being here. Your girl does have to run. I have to go and make myself some dinner. But thank you so much for being here. It was so fun to hang out. Today was a very, very fun day. Oh yeah, my interview got pushed back a month, so I'm watching. Oh no! Sorry that I got pushed. But thank you guys so much for being here and for hanging out with me. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to stream on Thursday, but it means a lot that you guys are all here. Thanks for not drinking your bozo juice like everyone else we've seen today. Aiden is entirely correct. But yeah, so again, unfortunately, this week I'm going to have to skip Thursday, but I will see you on Tuesday, same time, to hang out and do some chit chatting and merch looking and stuff like that. Maybe next time I can show off some of the flat lay photos that we just got for Starfall. So next time, we're gonna look at photos for Starfall, some of our promotional stuff. So please stay tuned for that on Tuesday. Of course, I'm so happy to talk about my D&D campaign. You guys have all been very sweet. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me. It means a lot to me. And so I won't be here on Thursday, but I will be here on Tuesday again. And so you guys, I will be screaming about D&D. I will show you guys some new pictures, and I'm so excited to see you again. Thank you so much for being here today and being sweet to me. Please, please, please take care of yourselves. And if you don't mind, I'm going to send us off for a little raid to my friend, okay? You cool with that? We're gonna go to my friend Ashley. She loves Karmiko. She knows our stuff very well. So if y'all are down, we're gonna go send you over to Ashley. I think she's playing some Elden Ring right now. Oh, no, she's not even streaming. She's done. Okay, well, never mind. We're not going anywhere. We are not going anywhere because she's not streaming, and I don't know any. I have no other streamer friends. So, all right, my loves. We're gonna head off. But thank you so much. Take care of yourselves. Have an amazing week. And I will see you on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern time, okay? Goodbye! The yellow button does music streams that are chill. Are they live right now? Yeah, let's do that. Why not? Raid. Cool. All right. Raid time. All right, friends. See you over there. Bye-bye.